What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Steve Gunner, bringing you all the week 3 of the World Battle Entertainment against our boy, Joey PokeaimMD. Seriously, God bless this man's soul. I'm really excited to face him, and I hope you guys are excited to watch this match as well. So, my game plan is rather simple. The fact that he has Draco's Ult as opposed to Excadrill as his breaker is giving me some semblance of hope, but at the same time, you know, like, Hustle is gonna hit like a bitch. And I have a feeling he could be that because he's actually gonna drop this piece of shit next week. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm just needlessly insulting it. But yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my Maharaja, the Copper Raja, because I don't know, I just switched accents now. So weird. Alright, I'm gonna lead off with my Maharaja and pretty much ensure that I get up Stealth Rocks turn 1. Because that to me is the biggest priority going into this one. And yeah, my plan is also rather simple in the sense that I want to set up screens and then just go haywire on him. So yeah, have fun to you, Joey. I sincerely hope I'm able to come out on the better end of this exchange, but if not, it is what it is. You know, we're gonna try to make do with what we can do. All right. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right. So where are we gonna fight is the question. I like Joey's suit, by the way. I think this is Chairman Rose's, but it also reminds me a lot of Vince McMahon. Good shit. Alright, so we're fighting in the same place where we ended up crushing a grown-ass man's dream of being champion. So he's gonna lead off with his Draco's Ult, which is something I did not want at all. That's actually, like, really bad for me. Holy shit. So turn 1, unfortunately, it seems that I shouldn't stay in. But at the same time, I don't really have any Pokemon that wants to come in on this thing, so... Yeah, Wait, holy shit. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys, but like okay, he goes for a Fire Blast. Okay, that's not gonna be able to knock me out, thankfully enough. So, me setting up Stealth Rocks with my Maharaja is definitely gonna be like really good news for me. Because now I'm gonna basically ensure the prospect of, or at least try my best to ensure the prospect of it staying for the remainder of this game. So, yeah. I am honestly just gonna, I wanna click Earthquake. Honestly, because I don't want any of my pieces to like take unnecessary damage. So he is special. He is a special Draco's Ult, which is very interesting to note. Very interesting to note. But in either case, it should be fine because I can now go out into my Demi Fiend and I can scare this thing out. I can scare this thing out, and then I can follow up. I can then follow up by going hard out into my Rotom and setting up my Stealth Rocks, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I'm gonna just, yeah. He really has no reason to stay in, I would think. So I'm just gonna click Earth Power. He stays in. So he was Habanberry like Draco's Ult, but he's gonna go for Draco Meteor, which I don't think is gonna knock me out because I'm also Habanberry as well. But yeah, this is like right off the bat, this isn't the best case scenario for me, I would say, because like, yeah, I just took all this damage for literally no reason, bros. But yeah, in either case, what my play here is to pretty much just click Dragon Pulse, I would say. Alternatively, I could just go for an Earth Power, and I really don't think he's gonna go hard out into his Noivern for no reason. So yeah, I'm gonna knock out his Zombie Man, which is his Draco's Ult right now. So right off the bat, you know, 1-1, which is something I guess, but at the same time, it's also not that good of a situation because yeah, my Hydreigon just lost its Habanberry right now, which is definitely not a good situation. So out comes the Bang, the Noivern. He takes Stealth Rock damage, and he seems to be Infiltrator. So, I don't want my V to take unnecessary damage just yet. My Demi Fiend is also pretty useful, I would say. Like, it's still useful in the sense that it can get a lot of damage off on his pieces, but yeah, I think it's best that I let this thing die. Because I want to see exactly what it wants to go for, and the fact that he is not heavy duty boots is actually like very useful, very essential information for me. Because now with him going for a Draco Meteor like that, what I can basically do right now is go out into my V, get the Reflect up, and then Baton Pass my Baton out of here, which is definitely something I can take great advantage of. So yeah, I'm gonna go out in my V. I'm gonna set up my reflect, and I'm now gonna follow up by going hard out into my. I don't know exactly what he could want to go into, if I'm being completely honest here. So yeah, I'm gonna set up a reflect here. And basically ensure the prospect of making sure that his Noivern doesn't end up like whooping my ass that much anytime soon. And that is like in the event of him not being infiltrated, that is. So yeah, I think this is still somewhat going our way. So yeah, he goes out into Sylveon. And this is pretty great in the sense that, first of all, I can easily get a reflect up right now. And then I can follow up by going straight for a light screen before opting to go hard out into my Scolipede, depending on like what exactly he wants to click. So yeah, I'm gonna set up my light screen right now, and I'm gonna pretty much just baton pass my Baton out of here. I don't particularly know exactly what he would want to click, as he ends up going for a Mystical Fire. Okay, yeah, that's fine by me, bro. That's fine by me, because now what I can essentially do is just baton pass my Baton out of here. And if he tries to Mystical Fire me again or something else along those lines, he's not gonna have a good time. That much I can assure you. Alright. So I'm gonna baton pass here. And then go out into my Latino Heat. And then I'm gonna follow up by clicking Volt Switch, because I don't particularly think you'd want to stay in. Alternatively, I could have just gone in my Maki and go for Broke. But yeah, I don't know, bros. One thing's for sure though, like with me making these series of turns, I'm basically ensuring the prospect of potentially scaring him out, because I can be Nasty Plot right now, and there would be very little he could do here. Alright, sweet. So he's gonna have to switch out right now, and he goes out into his Nyan, which is his Alolan Persian. So that's a pretty interesting nickname, if I do say so myself, Joey. I didn't know you were that kind of person, but you know what? I ain't one to judge. I'm also into that kind of stuff too, but... Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna go out into my Matt Riddle here, because right now what's looking really free here is going for a knockoff. And the reason why making this a series of plays right now is basically, number one, it ensures the prospect of knocking off his Slowbro's potential Colbur or Tangaberry or Rocky Helmet, which basically opens up a lot of room. This man goes for Water Pulse. What the fuck? Huh. Alright. So I probably should have just Drain Punch there, if I'm being completely honest, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna Drain Punch now though. Again, no reason not to. Like, the momentum is on my side offensively. So that is something that I can take a great amount of solace in. Dark Pulse is gonna do absolutely zero, because Alolan Persian without a Life Orb especially is a very weak Pokemon in general. So we're gonna take out both his we're gonna take out both his Dracozolt and his Alolan Persian, which is really good news for me. Which is super good news for me, because what this does is basically ensures the prospect of, opening up one more probability of my Scolipede just coming in and just going apeshit on him. Like, literally. So out comes the Saitama, the Slowbro. And here... So, before I get too ahead of myself, let's see how many turns of screens I have left. So, I have 3 turns of Light Screen and 2 turns of Reflect. So, right off the bat, I would say that I want to click Knockoff right now. Because with me going for a Knockoff, what this basically does is ensures the prospect of getting rid of whatever item this thing has. And getting rid of this thing's leftovers is pretty good for me, yeah. Pretty good for me in the sense that, first of all, like, he's gonna pop my, oh, it's not gonna even pop my, berry. Which is actually pretty good for me. Not gonna front. So, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go out in my Latino Heat right now and proceed to just follow up with a Volt Switch. Yeah. The only con from this situation, I would say... Okay, so it goes for a Slack Off. Alright, that works. That works out just fine for me. So he has Slack Off, Psychic, and all those things, right? Doesn't matter to me. So, there's that. I think I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. I would say you really have not much of a reason. Okay, never mind. He stays in. He stays in, and it's gonna take like take over half, which is something, I guess. So it's Slack Off, Psychic, and I don't know exactly what else really. But one thing's for sure though, I'm gonna ensure that I keep my screens up no matter what. So he teleports out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because whatever he teleports into, I can basically like try to ensure the prospect of setting up my screens again. Because his only way of, you know, like really messing with me is, okay, let's see what. Oh, honey, you are Frisk. The fact that you are Frisk is quite literally the best case scenario for me, boys. That's quite literally the best case scenario for me. So now it all pretty much stems down to what is best, like what is more valuable to me. And I want to say Latino Heat in the sense that I can set up a screen. I mean, like I can switch it on his Sylveon leniently. I'm gonna set up a light screen. This may.
Bruh.
Oh my god, he disconnected. All right, so unfortunately this ended up happening, and we're gonna have to reconnect. So I'm gonna be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're finally back right now. I'm just gonna set up my light screen really. There should not be. Yeah, okay, cool. He's gonna be able to hit his Draco Meteor. I'd have felt like really bad if he wasn't able to even hit that in the first place. So there's that. Anyways, I think I see my route to victory. It essentially centers around how well I'm able to pop things off with my Scolipede, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna bring on my Latino Heat. He's -2 now, so I'd assume that you would not be able to kill me that easily. So I'm just gonna set up a Reflect right now, actually. Yeah, it's gonna switch out. I know for a fact that this is Choice Specs as hell, alright? There's literally no other reason for you to be anything else but that. So this is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good in the sense that, first of all, I'm able to set up a Reflect again with my Rotom Heat. And I'm gonna follow up by clicking Light Screen, and I'm gonna Volt Switch out, sack on my Passimian, and try to Swords Dance up, and go for broke with my, and definitely go for broke with my Scolipede, because now seems to be the best time to pull the trigger. Now definitely seems to be the best time to pull the trigger right now. As he's gonna opt to stay in, that's fine by me, bruh. That is perfectly fine by me, as he opts to click Hyper Voice. Okay, I see you, big dog. So now what I'm gonna do is essentially click Volt Switch, sack off my sack off my Matt Riddle, and basically try to end the game. Yeah, because with screens being up, he is. I don't see much chance in him actually winning right now, if I'm being completely honest here. So I'm gonna put all my hopes into Maki, and I'm gonna try to win the game right now. Alright, I swear to God, if this thing has if this thing has Roar, which I'm not aware of, that's gonna actually blow. If what you may call it? What's that thing called? If your Galite has Roar or something. But yeah, Scolipede is definitely my play. This is the only way, and let's see what can happen. Sword Stance up. He stays in. Hello? Alright, he hyper voices. Are you kidding me?
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Oh my god, he crit me. He just crit me. My guaranteed victory. He just crit that in the next week. Oh my god, bros. Yeah, I just lost right now. I'm gonna lose 4-0 because of this. He just crit through the screens. You gotta be kidding me, man. Come on. I literally think I could have won there, guys. Because one Sword Dance was all I needed to just pretty much end the whole thing then and there. Ah, man. You know what? evidently, I am rather somewhat upset. But at the same time, you know what? Like, that's just how the game is. It really sucks how this just ended up being, you know, like how our game went. But we're gonna try to bounce back next week, guys. Like, I know I had a feeling that this was gonna be high risk, high reward and all, but come on, 10% crit. Ah, man. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But you know what? GG to Joey. Like, if in the event that this did less than half, I definitely think I could have. I definitely think I could have taken this game home. I genuinely think. It's not an exaggeration. I genuinely think I could have pulled that off. But it is what it is. GG to Joey. First with the frame drops and now this. But he's gonna take that 3-0 victory. We're gonna try to bounce back next week against our boy MV. So yeah. Really sorry for not being able to deliver, guys. But if you enjoyed this in any way, feel free to drop a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully in a much better game. Peace out.